All right, what's going on, everybody? It is Monday morning, and what a week last week that it was. Last week, because you had the Meghan Markle interview, you had the Piers Morgan getting all fired up, getting upset, and then you had the Sharon Osbournes of the world and Cheryl Underwoods going right at it. So it was a week of white supremacy all over the board. Just all over the board. But let me start with Meghan Markle. She did an interview with Oprah Winfrey. You know how I feel about Oprah Winfrey. I did a video way back talking about Oprah Winfrey. If you want to see that, browse that. I'll probably put a link in the description box so y'all can view that video. But Oprah Winfrey did an interview with Meghan Markle, and she talked about how she was being treated. She was talking about how dark the baby would be. It was just a whole lot. And at that point in time, they told you, and I'm talk to Meghan if she's watching this. I probably know she's not watching it. Meghan Markle, they showed you who you were. They told you who you are, and they told you you better stay in your place. Okay? Now, your husband came out there, he stood by you and talked, said it was wrong and this, that, and the third, and said that, she also said that she also contemplated suicide because of everything that was going on. It was just so much racist stuff going on, and the royalty, and a lot of people, they were so surprised. Oh, I didn't know that they were racist. I didn't know. Well, y'all better get your head from out of a rock, because your heads are so far up under a rock, y'all don't even know what's going on. They showed Meghan Markle who she is. She got put in her place. She said, look, you're not one of us. You coming into our family. You want to abide by our rules. And you saw what mainstream did, because when Kate Middleton, when she was having the baby, when she got married, they didn't say anything bad about her. Oh, they were praising her. They were doing this. I mean, they were loving her. But when you go to Meghan Markle, it was the exact opposite. It was like they were trying to trash her. Or what does she think she's doing? Why is she doing this? It was just a lot of questions. This is how the mainstream media does. This is how they do. Okay, now you fast forward to what Piers Morgan was saying. Now, Piers Morgan made a lot of racist comments saying that, she's a trash individual, disgusting. He doesn't like her. And I wonder why. And I wonder why he doesn't like her. Because Meghan Markle doesn't fit the status quo. She's not, your typical white princess. She's mixed, black mother, white father. It's just a lot of people had an issue with that. They do. And I know a lot of people living under a rock and they can't believe this still goes on, but it's going on to this day. Meghan Markle got her black card today. She is a black woman at the end of the day. They treated her as if she was black. And, and I had some people on Twitter, because they were sitting there saying they were calling her all these type of names. They were calling her creature. They were sitting there saying, oh, I can't stand her. She's playing the woe is me. She's playing victim. And these conservatives out here, and they're sitting there saying that. And so it's a problem when you're being treated wrong. It's a problem. So you're supposed to sit there and take the abuse. You're supposed to sit there and take the criticism. You're supposed to just sit there and shut up and be this happy princess. So what if they're talking about you? So what if they're being mean to you? Okay, you sign up for this, so you have to deal with it. But if it was any other, if they were white, it wouldn't have been an issue. If the same thing would have happened to a white person, oh my goodness, it would be hell on earth. This is what it is. Piers Morgan walks off the set. I think it was a black British person was calling him out. Piers Morgan couldn't take it. So Piers Morgan walked off the set. He was checked by an African woman. He was checked. And then had the nerve to sit there and say, well, you're making a racist claim. That's being racist when what you're sitting here saying. You're calling me, but come on, stop. Stop. See, every time the roles get reversed, they cry racist, they cry victim. Oh, how dare you attack me for me having an opinion? Just because I have an opinion on something doesn't make it racist. Just because I don't like somebody that happens to be black doesn't mean I'm racist. No. Well, when you're coming off and you're making these comments and you're going hard in the paint on specific individuals and they happen to be black, yeah, it has something racial to do with it. Because y'all want to keep the status quo. Now let me get to Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood. This was what I talked about a couple of days ago. I'm going to play you what Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood said, and I'm going to let you hear it, and I'm going to stop it.
Would like to know, because I've been knowing you for years since I've been here, and I've never seen anything come out of you other than, if I don't know, I'm willing to learn. If it comes off a certain way, I stand corrected.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what would you say to people who may feel that while you're standing by your friend, it appears that you give validation or safe haven to something that he has uttered that is racist? Even if you don't agree, am I saying it right?
I don't know what he's uttered that's racist. I'm not trying to slide out of this one.
Right.
I don't know. Tell me, what has he uttered that's racist?
Wednesday's episode of The Talk got intense as Cheryl Underwood confronted her co-host Sharon Osbourne for supporting Piers Morgan after he made controversial comments towards Meghan Markle following her sit-down interview with Oprah. Throughout the conversation, Sharon became very defensive over her friendship with Piers and even lashed out at Cheryl. Take a look.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age...
Okay. Let me stop right there. Nobody even said that you were a racist. They're talking about Piers Morgan. They're talking about what Piers Morgan said. And right away, she gets on a defense. And Cheryl Underwood wasn't even attacking her. She was just asking a question. Cheryl Underwood didn't get defensive. She was asking a question. But continue.
To have to turn around and say, I ain't racist. What's it got to do with me? Okay.
What do you mean, what does it have to do with you? That's your friend. You stood by your friend on Twitter. You defended Piers Morgan on Twitter. So it does have something to do with you. Because if it didn't have anything to do with you, if you were friends with Piers Morgan, you would have simply put on Twitter, you know what, even though I am a good friend of Piers Morgan, I do not agree with the statements that Piers Morgan has said. That is wrong, and so on and so on. See, we're so afraid to call out our friends. If I have a friend out there who's doing something wrong, I'm going to say, look, what you're doing is wrong. I don't care who you are. And if you sit there and you take that personal, then you know what? If it's going to kill my friendship with you, then you know what? So be it. But let's continue.
How can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life?
Y'all had a reality show. Your kids, your husband, kids. It was saying racist things about racial things. So, yeah, we're going to go back in time with that. Let's not forget about that, but go on. Let's go.
How can I?
Well, I
Well,
tell you,
what?
we'll be right
Well,
back.
what?
We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. I'm asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation.
Yes.
You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me. Tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me. Tell.
Two things. Don't tell somebody, don't sit there and cry, or I'm the one that should be crying because I'm the one getting attacked. You see how they do? They should be the one crying. They should be the victim. Sharon is playing the victim in this. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. And educate me. First of all, I'm not educating you on anything. When you are the one, your group is the ones that created that situation. So I hate when people say, "Oh, educate me on racism." No, you ask one of your white counterparts to educate you on racism. It's not my job to educate you on racism. It's not my job. It is not my job to educate you on racism. Not at all. But go ahead.
Me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But right now, I'm talking to a woman who I believe is my friend. And I don't want anybody here to watch this and say that we're attacking you for being racist. And for that, if I articulated
I think it's
anything,
too late. I think that seed's already sown.
but that is why I'm saying for me. I'm saying for me. For me. I thought I was asking a question of.
Okay. Cheryl, I'm very disappointed in Cheryl Underwood because she is going out of her way to please her. Oh, I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm going to sit there. Oh, I'm not trying to say that you are. And first of all, let me tell you something. Don't tell me when to cry. I'm asking you, did Piers Morgan say anything that was racist? Do you think that? And my thing is, Cheryl should have came at her harder about that. You sitting there being soft on her when she's going out there condemning you for accusing her of being racist. First thing I would have said, okay, you don't have to explain to me if you're racist or not. Your actions would have shown. You sitting there saying, oh, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I've never said anything racist. That's the problem. And then it goes to another video that I'm going to do later on and down the line, the all white people thing. Because when you call somebody out, you get from white folks, well, what are you saying? All white people are racist. All white people are not racist. Oh, I'm going to do a video on that. Because I'm getting tired of hearing that nonsense too. Okay? I'm going to do one on that. Because my thing is, if it does not apply to you, then you let it fly. If it doesn't apply to you and you have a chance to do something about it, or you have a chance to check your group, the people that are doing it, then it doesn't apply to you. But when you come on and sitting there getting defensive and getting upset, I'm not racist, I'm offended for what you said, then I don't want to hear it, because then you're part of the problem. You see it go on, but you refuse to do anything. And then when we say something, we're complaining, we're whining, we're playing a race card. Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group, which Black Lives Matter has never gone out there and has never killed anybody. So that's another video for another day. But leave me a comment, drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you think about this. Were you disappointed in how Cheryl Underwood handled it? And what about Sharon Osbourne? Or what's your take on the Meghan Markle interview with Oprah Winfrey?